In this installment, we're going to be going over the NBA bets for Saturday, April 5th. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our April 5th NBA slate we got going off here on Saturday. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNochesD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about that Patreon. Right now at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 9.82 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 10K, and we're well on our way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. If you already subscribed, continue to like and comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm so you can grow to a much broader audience. And speaking about the Patreon here, if you guys were here for Friday, early slate here, gave out New York Mets. That was the top play here. Love the Mets on the money line. They came through, and then my top upset of the day, that was the Philadelphia Phillies to beat the Los Angeles Dodgers, and that came through as well. So if you guys signed up for the Patreon, you had two fabulous plays that you could easily cash on in MLB. We'll see how NBA goes, but we destroyed it in that earlier slate for baseball. All right, so if you guys don't want to miss out, continue to get locked in. We got March Madness this weekend as well. So sign up, click that link provided down below. You're getting full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7.
I'm so excited to announce I have partnered with BetStamp and Sign Up Expert to provide you guys with an easier way to sign up with any sportsbook in your area. If you go to the link in the description down below, you will be directed to this page you see here. It automatically displays all available sportsbooks in your area plus their current promotions. For example, you could take the plays given in this video and apply it to any other sportsbooks you don't currently have and reap the rewards. Now let's get into the slate.
In State Farm Arena here, we have the Atlanta Hawks 36-40 going up against the New York Knicks 48-28. Looking at the current odds for this one here, we have the Knicks as road favorites -175 with the comeback of the Hawks at a +145. Point spread at a 4.5. Total points at 236.5. Public bet percentage here, 76% of the bet, 75% of the money on the Knicks. For the point spread, 71% of the money, 71% of the bets, 80% of the money on the Knicks to cover. All right, total points, 85% of the bets, 88% of the money on the over 236.5 for the bet percentage here. For the injury report, starting off with the Knicks, we have Mitchell Robinson, Cameron Payne, Jalen Brunson, all game time decisions. So we're going to see if they're going to be able to give it a go, especially Jalen Brunson. Miles McBride is still out, and Ariel Hawkporty, the rookie center, is still out as well. For the Atlanta Hawks, Trae Young, game time decision. Jacob Toppin is out. Larry Nance is out for the year. Clint Capella is out, and Jalen Johnson is out for the season. All right, these two teams have battled out this whole entire regular season here. 2-2, it's currently tied. Atlanta won the first two games, and then the Knicks bounced back in the last two, winning those particular games here. But for some reason here, Atlanta has really played tough against the Knicks, and the Knicks have struggled against Atlanta in recent history. Looking at the last 5 games, they've beaten them 3 out of the last 5 times, the Atlanta Hawks as well. All right. So we're waiting on news and question marks here. We're going to see how much run they're going to give Jalen Brunson if he's able to give it a go. We're with that ankle and leg injury there. So we're going to be mindful of that. I think that in this particular spot here, Hawks at home, I think that this game is going to be close, and I'm going to side with the point spread here. All right, I think this is going to be a battle. What we've seen between these Knicks and Hawks games, especially in Atlanta, it's been a totally different story here. So give me the Hawks with the +4.5. For the total, if we're going with that 236.5, that last game, it went 148-149. That was an overtime game. That went over the game prior, under, and it went over 37. That went 237. We got 236 right on the dot in that first matchup on November 6th. If you look at some previous matchups, goes under, under, and then over. 236. That's really, really high. Going off what they can do it. They could do it. I'm gonna slightly lean towards the under in this particular spot here. All right, Knicks getting Jalen Brunson back. We're not sure how the minutes are going to go. I think they're not going to be 100% with the flow of the offense there, and that could slow them down a little bit, and just slow them down on this total. I think they fall just under this total here. So give me the under 236.5 on the total, and give me the Hawks with the point spread as well. I think they could eke out a win as well, but I'm going to be sticking with the home underdog in this spot, going up against the Knicks here. In Wells Fargo Center here, we have the Philadelphia 76ers 23-54 going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves 45-32. Looking at the current odds for this matchup here, Timberwolves huge road favorites minus 1,200 with the comeback of the 76ers at a plus 725. Point spread at a 14.5. Total at 225.5. Looking at the public bet percentage here, 90% of the bets and 58% of the money here coming in on the Minnesota Timberwolves on the money line. No information as of right now on the point spread or total points. All right. Looking at the injury report here for both of these teams, Minnesota Timberwolves Terrence Shannon Jr. is going to be out. For the Philadelphia 76ers, no Kyle Lowry, no Kelly Oubre, no Tyrese Maxey. He's out for the year. Andre Drummond is out, and Joel Embiid is obviously out for the year as well. All right, 76ers are decimated and are on a 10-game losing streak. Minnesota on a 4-game winning streak, and they're fighting to stay out of the play-in, okay? Right now, the Minnesota Timberwolves are trying to get out of that 7 seed and move up to the 6 seed. All right, where right now they would be facing Denver, but just in general, they want to get out of that play-in where it's 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, if they move up, they get out of that play-in, they don't have to deal with it, and they will be a 6 seed. That's what they're aiming for, to surpass the Memphis Grizzlies right now. So this is a motivated spot here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Obviously, this is the better team, and we have the 76ers starting a bunch of bums alongside of Quentin Grimes, Yabusele Sally. We'll see if they even give it a go on that one. But time in and time out, the 76ers team here is getting blown out. They just lost again by double digits to the Milwaukee Bucks. About 13 points there. I like Minnesota in a very more, what's the word I'm trying to say? Spirited effort here in this one to cover this number. So give me the Timberwolves to cover the number at 14.5. I'm going to post the 9.5. Take the 9.5 and make a parlay out of it. Just take the safety, all right? But Timberwolves to cover the 14.5 or 9.5. Take the 9.5. And for the total, I like the over 225.5 as well. Despite the fact that how bad the 76ers are, they still have been putting up a nice number total here to make these games go over. All right, Timberwolves should definitely have an easier time scoring, putting up numbers here. They haven't had no trouble putting up points against Denver, Detroit, and Phoenix, as you see in the last couple games there. And 76ers kept it competitive enough to make the total go over. All right, so give me the cover and give me the over 225.5. In Kaseya Center here, we have the Miami Heat 35-42 going up against the Milwaukee Bucks 42-34. Looking at the current odds for this one here, Bucks are slight road favorites minus 130 with the comeback of the Heat at a plus 105. Point spread at a 1.5, which is pretty much a pick 'em. Total points at 215.5. No public bet percentage as of right now on this particular matchup. Looking at the injury report here, AJ Green, Giannis Antetokounmpo, both game time decisions. Damian Lillard, Jericho Sims, Bobby Portis are all out. All right, for the Miami Heat, we have Haywood Highsmith, game time decision. For the outs, Nikola Jovic, Kevin Love, Andrew Wiggins are all out. And then Tyler Hero's a game time decision. This is the first time he's popped up on this injury report as well. Looking at the season series right now, Milwaukee has won each and every game. That's 3-0. They'll be going for a sweep here on Saturday against the Miami Heat here. All right. If we're looking at standings for both of these teams, obviously Miami Heat are trying to fight for a 9 spot. Let's double check that. All right, we have the Miami Heat. Where's Miami? Miami's, yeah, they are fighting for a 9 spot. They have the 9 spot essentially. They could move up to 8, but that's asking a lot. They're a game and a half behind Atlanta, but they do want to keep themselves away from Chicago so they can have home court advantage in the first play-in game. All right, for Milwaukee, they are in the 6th spot. They have a chance to move up. They definitely have a chance to move up to the 5 spot. They're only a half a game behind Detroit Pistons. So this game means a lot more to Milwaukee than to the Miami Heat here. All right. So in this game, I think Milwaukee will continue that dominance here over the Miami Heat. In this, I think they don't have an answer for Giannis Antetokounmpo. It's been great that Miami's had a resurgence here where they beat Atlanta, beat Philly, beat Washington, and Boston. And then everything finally came to a close there against Memphis, where they could not stop Ja Morant. And then now Milwaukee here, it's the total opposite with these two teams here. They've been struggling, and now they're turning things around now. They just beat Phoenix and Philadelphia. They're trying to get themselves going here because this is going to be the Milwaukee group and core in the playoffs because Damian Lillard is going to be out for a while. All right. They don't really have a solid timetable of when he's going to get back. If we're going by the injury report, it's talking about April 19th. So they're hoping that he'll be somewhere near okay around the first series in the playoffs. All right. So that's going to be asked for a lot. They really need to gel with the guys they got now with Kuzma and Cast and Crew. So give me the Milwaukee Bucks to get. I think they're going to go on a little stretch here to prove themselves that they're going to be at least a formidable team in the playoffs. So Bucks on the money line, and for the total in this one, I'm going to go towards the over 215.5 in the total. In this small slate, that's going to be our breakdown for the Saturday, April 5th slate we got going on in the NBA. If you guys would like to comment, please let me know if you agree or disagree on the plays. We could definitely debate about that down below. If you guys want to get signed up for March Madness for the plays that we got going on for Saturday and Sunday, if you want to find out who I have that's going to win it all for March Madness as well, you click that link right down below. You get connected. You're getting full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. It's your boy Chef D. I'll be back very soon, and peace out.